with these upcoming episodes and the upcoming fights in Dragon Ball Super, we have already seen one fusion with Kefla. They've hinted at possibly seeing Vegito again. It could possibly even be a completely different fusion, but we did see Beerus, Universe 7's God of Destruction, in favor of tossing in the Patora earrings. So, with Vegeta unlocking this new Super Saiyan 2 blue form, or Super Saiyan Blue 2, Super Saiyan Bluetooth, however you want to refer to it, we do have the potential for it to not, like, although he gained this power, we also see Jiren with this red aura around him. So maybe it's not quite enough, and it leads to Goku and Vegeta having to use Patora. Or it would be interesting if one of those two get, like whether Goku gets eliminated or Vegeta gets eliminated, and then it's down to like two of the other people to fuse, whether that's Gohan and Goku, or we could get something super bizarre like Frieza and 17, or Frieza and Vegeta, like just something truly bizarre. But likely I think it'll be another appearance of Vegito, or possibly it could be an appearance of whatever Goku and Gohan would be, because that was the original intention. Gohan, Goku, yeah, sorry. That was
no. That's a fusion name, because no matter what you do, it becomes like Gohan or Goku.
Yeah, so that was the Gohanku, or what? I don't know what it would be, but that was the original idea for the fusion, was for Gohan to fuse with Goku. Because Mystic Gohan, or Ultimate Gohan, however you want to refer to him, was like he and Super Saiyan 3 Goku were the two strongest. They were beyond Vegeta's level, so it made the most sense for the two strongest to fuse to go against Majin Buu. But I think it was Gohan dropped it, and then he ended up getting absorbed, so they had to go with Vegeta and Goku. So it would kind of make sense if something happened and Vegeta got eliminated, and then they had to go back to what the Patora fusion was always meant to be in the first place, which was Gohan and Goku. So I think that would be interesting.
As things stand right now, fusion is still a possibility on the horizon. And for those of you who don't get what we mean, there's two people versus Toppo, and there's two people versus Jiren. Toppo is handily taking on Gohan in 18. So a fusion there could help bring the favor of those two together. As for Goku and Vegeta, hey, Jiren is a little overwhelming. He's Superman-esque, and those of you who watch Death Battle know why that's a problem.
Yeah. You also mentioned that there were some JoJo references that you've seen in this episode.
Yes, mostly from Dispo. He did something that you only hear in JoJo when he was dragging Frieza's face along the wall, which that's always just fun for me when I see anime characters do that. And he was saying "Ora, ora, 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 ora," which is a JoJo reference. They've also done a few things involving Frieza when they do the whole Menace deal, which is JoJo references. They exist in Dragon Ball because JoJo is a pop culture thing, especially in Japan, to the point to where if you're wanting a gaming mat just for playing card games, that thing's about $100 to $200 US. So JoJo is pretty popular out there.
Yeah.
But I do.
I just thought about it. I don't know if Zombie is asleep or resting or whatever.
She's awake.
But it would have been interesting to have her on if she watched it. Maybe we could do that next time if she wants.
She did watch it, and I did offer it to her, but she kind of is a little. She's a bit camera shy, as it were.
Okay.
Obviously, we're not on camera, but outside of that, back to the main topic at hand of fusion. I think it would be interesting because you said something that caught me off guard: a Frieza fusion with somebody.
Oh yeah. Because in the newest, I think it's the 3DS Dragon Ball game, they experiment with everybody fusing with everybody.
Yes. Dragon Ball Fusions, and for those of you who own a 3DS, I recommend buying it wholeheartedly.
Yeah, there's also Dragon Ball Heroes, though. And that that has tons of fusions as well.
I need to check that out then.
Yeah, let's see who all non-canonically who Frieza fuses with. So finish talking what you were talking about, and I'll go through this list.
What I was saying is Frieza has a weakness with his golden form. And 18 has literally the perfect strength to counteract that weakness. If I know we're talking about fusion, and as unlikely as it is, it's still a probability that does exist for us all on this particular series. There is one fusion you did not mention. I know you mentioned Vegito, but then there's the other fusion, Gogeta, the dance. And Gogeta has only been referenced in GT, and that was Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but that was still a 30-minute fusion. Oh no, actually a 5-minute fusion because of it wasn't the power, is because of the body differences. But then there is the movie with Janemba, but that doesn't seem to be referenced at all in these particular episodes, so that's fine there. Moving on to the idea, if we do get a fusion, the one that would make an interesting and weird amount of sense would be Frieza fusing with 18. Frieza, whose main weakness is his stamina when it comes to his golden form, and 17, who literally is infinite stamina and infinite energy. If those two fuse, it would kind of be overwhelming.
Yeah.
Though I will say this, Golden Frieza didn't seem to be much of a threat to Beerus when they were talking about it. It's like, oh, it seems like he got a minor power-up.
Yeah, I was looking at the list of possible Frieza fusions, and there are too many to name off. Like there are fusions where it's just like Frieza and Cell to make Celiza. There is Cooliza, which is Cooler and Frieza. There's a bunch of Ultra fusions where it's like 3, 4, 5 different people fusing together.
Yeah.
So there are plenty of non-canon Frieza fusion, so it wouldn't be too far out there for them to, like, if we got a fusion that involves a female Broly, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility for Frieza to fuse with someone, especially if it comes down to a situation to where it's Vegeta and Frieza, like the two that hate each other more than anything. And it comes down to we have to basically fuse together, become one for a temporary amount of time, or the end of everything we know is going to occur.
Yeah. Now, on the subject of Frieza fusing with people, it would allow for some more drama on that. Also, wouldn't a fusion between Frieza and Cooler, who are brothers, be Refrigerator?
Possibly.
Jokes aside, I know the canon game, or the uncanon games, I should say. That's their fusions like Coolza or Freeler. But going along with that particular mindset, we do have, you mentioned it, there's that whole idea. Another fun fusion would be Gohan and 18. Now, I don't know what that would do, but the back against the wall could reference a fusion.
True. I mean,
Gohan's back. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, like, there's plenty of opportunities for any number of characters to fuse together.
Yeah.
So,
like, what if Gohan's back's against the wall and he sees that Frieza is the only other person on the battlefield outside of Vegeta and Goku who are needed to fight Jiren, and he needs to fuse with Frieza, you know, the person who really caused a lot of his childhood trauma, to fight Toppo.
Yeah. That.
What was it? Would it be like Freon or Freon? Yes.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Freon. It's like they've already thought of it.
I know, right? It's not like that's an actual refrigerant that exists in the real world. It could work. I'm not saying it does, but we could see some more things going on with fusion. I know people there might be a few people in your audience who are like, "Oh, this is a throwaway topic," but really think about it. You have the Potara earrings. This is a temporary fusion, and you have 3 ridiculously powerful characters. Toppo, who is able to take on Blue 2, with not Blue 2, but Kaioken Blue. Kaioken times 20 Blue, I should say. And he was actually going head to head with Goku. And now he's fighting Gohan and 17. You got these two, one who's got infinite energy and the other one who is just intelligent. But they are far away from 18 a little less so, but they are practically far away from actually fighting Goku at Kaioken Blue. Then you have Frieza, who's fighting Dispo. Dispo, who is able to go fast enough to counteract a man's time abilities.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that he did it perfectly. There are some weird explanations there, but he is fast. We know he is ridiculous in his speed.
Yeah, and then on a similar topic, Jiren is, instead of being so fast, he is just powerful enough to overwhelm the whole time restraints that Hit put on him. So
yeah, Jiren is stronger than time, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, but at the same time it's so cool.
Yeah, but if we take what Vegeta did literally in the room of time and space, then that would mean Vegeta overpowered time as well.
Well, Vegeta overpowered time and space. He's stronger than Dialga and Palkia combined.
Yeah.
Oh god, Vegeta's Giratina. Pokemon jokes aside.
Yes.
Well, the room of time and space doesn't seem to be like, time and space incarnate. Like, Hit was using the abilities of time control to a degree to freeze Jiren, which I gotta say was just cool by itself, but we also know that Jiren's kind of ridiculous. What if it was Hit pretty much put Jiren in that stasis bubble, which is practically like the room of time and space? Saying he's stronger than time doesn't really make it accurate. He's stronger than the ability of time control that Hit had.
Yeah, that's a better analogy for it.
Just like Vegeta is stronger with whatever he did in the room of time and space, he's not, and which would put him as stronger than Dende's godlike abilities, or god abilities, I should say. Which, okay, anyone who questions that, just remember that though he has the ability to have a wish-granting dragon that grants 2 wishes, or 3 wishes, I think, one or the other, he also upgraded the room of time and space. He is stronger than Kami, but that doesn't mean he's really all that ridiculous.
Yeah.
Stronger than Kami doesn't mean you're as strong as what Goku and Vegeta have been doing this entire time. As everything stands, we do have we do have these characters who they're fighting overwhelming odds. As much as people want to say that, oh, Vegeta and Goku could handle Dispo and Toppo, that's not exactly the case. And Vegeta and Goku are the stars of Universe 7.
Yeah.
Frieza is the only one who is as close to Vegeta and Goku, because he technically surpassed them when they originally unveiled Super Saiyan Blue. His only weakness was he ran out of stamina. Outside of that, they just said in that movie that he could have taken them down pretty easily if he had not really wanted to torment them at the same time. I think that was the series, maybe, more than the movie. But either way, this is a thing that's stated.
Yeah.
Frieza is the only other person who can match. So, if Frieza gets overwhelmed by Dispo, or... Here's another thought. What if Dispo and Toppo fuse? There's that possibility, because fusion is on the table for more than just 7. We could see more things going on here. The Tournament of Power has plenty of episodes left as far as we can tell, and those episodes do involve these characters being put into very precarious situations.
Yeah.
If Vegeta at Blue 2 doesn't handle Jiren, then there's going to be something going on. We might get fusion. We might not. I don't know to say for certain, but it is a possibility on the horizon.
Yeah, I think it just literally comes down to if Frieza, or not Frieza, but if Vegeta isn't enough for Jiren's. I've said his name like 1,000 times during this and I forgot it. If Vegeta at Super Saiyan Blue 2 isn't enough, then I think it is entirely possible that we do get the fusion, because it could be that Vegeta goes Super Saiyan Blue 2 and runs out of energy way too fast. So he has the upper hand on him, Jiren's about to lose, and then Vegeta goes back to normal, like we've seen many people do before with transformations.
Goku with his Kaioken Blue, Frieza with his golden form. Energy is a thing, and the whole time that some people aren't... When I hear some of these theories that are going on all over YouTube, the one thing that people aren't taking into account is the only person who's conserved any stamina has been Frieza.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else has been running hot. Vegeta has conserved some stamina, but you get into enough fights, you are still utilizing your energy.
Yeah.
And we also know that Vegeta was fighting Ribrianne, and even Blue Goku was having a little bit of trouble there, so...
Yeah, so I think if Vegeta ends up running out of power, then they'll have no choice to fuse.
And if they fuse, we could get Vegito. But for those of you who don't know, me and we were talking about this a little while ago. Vegito has never been known to finish a fight. He is able to start a fight, but he never finishes the fight. Case in point, Boo and Zamasu. He appeared, he helped make the fight easier, but he didn't finish.
Yeah, in both cases he had the upper hand, sort of dominated, but then time ran out, or he was absorbed. Either way, he unfused, and it was left up to Goku to finish it, whether that was calling in the god or asking for energy from the entire universe to do the giant spirit bomb.
Not to mention having a dragon literally grant a wish to give him back his energy because they had no more senzu beans.
Oh, yeah. So that's basically where I come down. I think the most likely thing would be either... It really comes down to Vegeta, whether or not there will be a fusion. If Vegeta gets eliminated, then I think we'll see Gohan-Goku fusion. If Vegeta doesn't get eliminated, but his Super Saiyan Blue 2 isn't powerful enough, then, or he runs out of energy, then I think we'll see Vegito. So whether it's like the Gohan-Goku fusion, which was originally what it was supposed to be, or the Vegito fusion, I think we'll see one of them.
And then there's one other thing. And I know this is the least likely fusion. Goku having to fuse with Frieza.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have been putting in that situation that Goku owes Frieza, and Frieza knows that he needs Goku for Jiren. Frieza's mentioned this. It's like, Yes, you do the dirty work I don't want to do, nor could I actually do on my own. I know that if you get eliminated, this is over. This farce is done. If you got 2 mortal enemies, that animosity is known to make fusion stronger, you could have Goza.
That would look so weird, though.
It would look weird, but then again, Frieza fusing with any of these characters would look weird as hell.
Yeah, and then it's like, is it Patora? Do they go the easy way? Do they do the actual dance?
Yeah. If they do the dance, that's neat, but most likely they would have to do the Patora fusion. And if that actually happens, that would kind of blow a lot of minds. And we know that Super likes to screw with us. Super has done a lot in this whole time.
Yeah, they just happened to bring back 17 and then make him on par with Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And then it's like, well, where was he whenever Boo was there trying to kill everyone?
Yeah, and then you also have the idea that Frieza got back, trained for 4 months, and now he's on their level. Like, after they've beaten Boo and they fought Beerus.
Yeah.
That's, that's not small potatoes here.
If Frieza has that potential, all they would have to do is wish for Frieza to become good. And then, if a bad guy comes, just let Frieza train for a couple of weeks. And then...
Throw Frieza in the hyperbolic time chamber. Here, do your thing.
Yeah, like that's literally all they'd have to do. Like, even if it was that completely overpowered Zamasu fusion, they could just have it to where it's Frieza training for a few days.
I'm laughing, but this is something that could actually happen. God forbid that Goku wishes for Frieza to be good on the Super Dragon Balls rather than wishing for all the universes back.
That was
also
the plan for 18 originally, to like bring her back so she could be good. So,
well, here's one other thing that I just realized, and another thing people aren't talking about. The Super Dragon Balls are spread across universes 6 and 7. Universe 6 is gone right now.
Yeah.
What happens to the Dragon Balls when they split?
It's interesting.
Do they just... Yeah, do they go into nothingness? But that's, again, another topic for another day.
Yeah.
But we have a wish where... that might be a future topic for when things are getting a little closer to the end.
Yeah, it also makes me wonder what if like it comes down to... Like, let's say we stick with the fusion, and it's Super Saiyan Blue 2 Vegito with the Ultra Instinct. So, like, completely overpowered Vegito fighting against whatever power-up Jiren has. And then, like, they're in the middle of a beam struggle. And whatever his name is, the guy that created the Super Dragon Balls... The one,
oh, the Dragon God.
Yeah, the one who's rumored to be like even above what's his name?
Zeno?
Yeah, the one that's supposed to be above Zeno, or thought to be above Zeno, depending on what theories you look at. What if he shows up at the very end of it and he's just pissed off because his Dragon Balls are gone?
Or he's pissed off because most of the universes are gone.
Yeah.
But we've talked about, for those of you who haven't listened or tuned in before, we've talked about in a previous episode that Zeno might be the god of destruction of all universes, while there's the dragon that might be the god of creation, due to the wish actually being able to be unlimited. And that is a word that's actually utilized, unlimited. There is no limits to this wish.
Yeah.
You can, if you want, all the universes are back. You just gotta know the language of the gods.
That would be funny if, like, they win, Goku gets his wish, but then the angel just says no. Like, I'm not wishing for that. Yeah,
you could have the Grand Priest be like, nope.
Yeah, like, I'm not wishing for that. And then, like, you're stuck because you don't know the language. So then, yeah.
Yeah, that's speculation for another time, but for those of you who haven't watched those episodes, I recommend please watching them. Also, leave comments on what you think is going to happen. What fusion would you love to see in the future of Dragon Ball Super?
Yeah, I think that brings us to the end of this. Do you have anything final to say?
The main thing is, for those of you who want us to talk about certain topics in Dragon Ball Super, please leave a comment. I at least read comments, and I know Jesse certainly does.
Yeah.
And if you really like this kind of content, please add a like. If you like me, add a like too.
Yeah, we actually have a few fans who joined our Discord from the Dragon Ball videos. You can see like they're named Goku, or they'll have some reference to Dragon Ball in their name, which is cool because there's like 800 Zelda fans and then like 10 Dragon Ball fans. So we need quite a bit more Dragon Ball fans to even it out.
Yes, and that would also allow us to talk about other subjects other than Zelda.
Yeah. Alright.
I love Zelda, but Dragon Ball has been a treat so far.
Yes. So I am Jesse. You guys can follow me at GameOverJesse, which you can see a link to in the video description. And then Avarith also has his link on Twitter. I think Twitter. In the video description.
Yeah, it should be Twitter. Yeah.
So, join our Discord, follow us on Twitter, leave a comment below, let us know what topics you would like us to discuss in the future, and we will try to get to as many as we can, as long as they're interesting and have to do with the series. So, yeah.
As the saying goes, like, comment, share, subscribe.
Alright. The videos on this channel are funded by supporters on Patreon like you. If you're a fan of this channel and would like to join on videos, receive shoutouts, watch videos early, have your questions answered, or have your topic discussed on our podcast, please consider supporting on Patreon for these and many other rewards for just $1. Shoutouts for this video includes Linkus the Triforce, Rusty Caulfield, Lovable Christie, Give Time 15, Shadow to Us, Robbie Morgan, and Lunarium. I want to thank all of you for everything you have done to help support this channel.